Mhm. He says in Shankara says, Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhajamudamade Samprapte Sannihide Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshadi Tukrunj Karani. I can tell one thing for sure, there is nobody who is more intellectual, more sharp than Shankara. Any religious philosophy, leave about religious philosophy, any philosophy on the planet Earth, they can take only two stand, accepting Shankara, rejecting Shankara, but they can't forget Shankara. They can be only classified as a two category, accepting Shankara, rejecting Shankara, that's all. But you can't go beyond Shankara. No other intellectual jewel or the ultimate expression of intellect has happened on the planet Earth like Shankara. Shankara is the incomparable intellectual expression. The man who created world unabridged dictionary of world philosophies. The man who created unabridged dictionary of world philosophies. Philosophies which has happened, which is happening, which is yet to happen. If you just read that one single book, Brahmasutra Sankarabhashya, no more philosophies can be created. You will feel you are just a pygmy. Whatever philosophy is created, getting created, yet to be created, the whole thing he has given the gist, described every bit. I have not seen an intellectual expression like Shankara. Such an ultimate expression. Even to read the books which he has written, you need 10 lives. But he wrote the whole thing in 10 years. He wrote the whole thing in 10 years. He says, Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhajamudamade Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshadi Tukrunj Karane. Means, fool, after teaching all his courses and programs, he tells his elderly disciples, fool, chant Bhajagovinda, chant Bhajagovinda, chant Bhajagovinda. In the end of the life, when the Yama comes, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, when the end comes, Nahi Nahi Rakshadi Tukrunj Karane. Tukrunj Karana is the grammar which you are supposed to learn all the scriptures and Sanskrit. Tukrunj Karana is the basic grammar. Unless you know that, you can't understand the Sanskrit language and the philosophy. All this intellectual knowledge. He says, Nahi Nahi Rakshadi Tukrunj Karane. The Tukrunj Karana will not help you. The Tukrunj Karana will not help you. Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhajamudamade. He says, O fools, chant the Bhajagovinda again and again. That is the only way to reach the ultimate. Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshadi Tukrunj Karani. By philosophizing, intellectually analyzing, you will make any problem only little worse. Out of love and bliss, things can be just flooded away, filled. When a flood happens, everything will be leveled. When the flood of bliss happens, everything will be leveled. You will not know which is peak and which is valley. Same way, when a flood of bliss happens, you will not know which is problem, which is right and which is wrong. Everything will disappear into the one energy which we call eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Next question. Yes. Now I have to explain the fun part also. First thing, Ganga is energy. So when you add the Ganga water, the energy can help you to guide the soul towards higher energies, higher worlds. And moreover, Ganga water is like a cell phone. From wherever you have cell phone, you can contact the main, what do you call? Relay center. Hub. A relay center. You can contact the relay center through cell phone. Any emergency. Like a 911 in America. Number 911. You can contact and the hub will immediately take the action. Just call 911. Whether it is a medical emergency or a fire emergency or anything. A thief or a burglar, anything. Just 911. Immediately it will be attended, taken care. Same way our rishis have created the 911 for everything. Ganga water is the 911 for everything. The moment you pour that, immediately the message comes here. And here they inform, one of our guys is coming, let him directly in. VIP pass is given and he reaches the higher lokas, higher energy worlds. That's one thing. Next thing, by keeping that water for a long time, it will be ready to send anybody back up. If somebody is pulling and pushing, and it is like a Messi, just giving parallel, all right? Why should you struggle? It is enough now. Live peacefully and in a blissful way. See, the Western countries, they call it euthanasia, mercy killing. Here they do that in a spiritual way. So that even after the mercy killing, you will not suffer and struggle. You will straight away be connected to the higher energies. That's all. There's a beautiful story. Vivekananda was sitting on the bank of Ganges and enjoying the hookah. He was enjoying the hookah. One modern youngster, the half-baked fellows, there are so many. The half-baked modern day youngster, one fellow came. That guy asked Vivekananda, Swamiji, I like you just because of your modern views. You are so logical, so scientific. I just hate this nonsense, taking bath in Ganga and putting this bhasma, doing all this Gayatri, all these foolish things. I just hate all this nonsense. And I like you because you are very scientific. You are a revolutionary master. That's why I love you. I respect you. Vivekananda says, fool, idiot. Who said taking bath is Ganga is superstition? Every day I take bath in Ganga. Every day I do Gayatri. Idiot, you think just because after reading 2-3 pages of Western philosophy, you got everything, you know everything. And he says, like a donkey munching the pepper, you just ate 2-3 peppers, that also is not digested. 2-3 peppers of Western philosophy, in slang Bengali says, just like how donkey eats the pepper, same way, you donkey, you are eaten 2-3 Western philosophy peppers, and that also you are not digested. And you think you know everything. And you have the courage to say taking bath in Ganga is superstition. How dare you do this? He fires him. That fellow gets a shock of his life and runs away. He escapes and goes out and criticizes. He goes away. What type of Swami he is? Reading his book, I thought he is a very intelligent person. Seeing him only, I understand he is a same old fool, like all other Swamis. He went away. Next guy comes. Very elderly Pandit, egoistic, well read in philosophy, knows all the Shastras, comes there. Swami, I come to see you. I am a Pandit, Mahabhadhyaya. Every day I take bath in Ganga and do Gayatri. For last 30 years I am doing this. I am a Pandit. I have come to see you. Then Pandit means actually a spiritual person in Sanskrit. It's like, in colloquial way it is considered as a spiritual person. Pandit is like a Swami word. The word English, the literal meaning is the person who is knowledgeable, but in a casual way it is used as a spiritual saint. Then Vivekananda asks, how do you call yourself as Pandit? How can you say yourself as Pandit or spiritual person? He says, what? I take bath in Ganga and do Gayatri for last 30 years. Not even one day I missed it. Vivekananda says, oh, just by taking bath in Ganga, if you will become a liberated, enlightened person, if you will become a great spiritual person, then all the fishes in the Ganga are the first great souls. They are the great gods. They are the liberated ones. Then they are the great enlightened masters. Let us catch all of them and start worshipping. Let's catch all the fishes in Ganga and start worshipping. He bangs him, fires him. Fellow gets a shock and runs away. And he starts saying what type of Swami he is. And he is teaching all wrong things. He should teach taking bath in Ganga and doing Gayatri and all these things. That fellow runs away. One disciple was sitting at his feet. She was pressing his feet. He was enjoying the hookah and she was pressing his feet. She got confused. She asked, what is this master? For that young guy, you gave one type of teaching. And taking bath in Ganga is a great thing, that is a spiritual practice, you will be liberated and all those things. When this old Pandit came, for him you are teaching something else. Your idea is different. What are you doing? What is this? What you are teaching? Then Vivekananda just laughs. What I said for that young guy is for that young fellow. What I said for this old guy, Pandit, is for this old fellow. For you, press my feet and keep quiet. That is for you. Keep quiet and press my feet. That is for you. That's all. Nothing else. And she gets the shock of her life and she just does, yes, okay, master. So the teachings vary from person to person. You can't say the same thing, give the same thing to everybody. So when the distance is more, I'll be giving a lot of brain candies. When the distance is less, I know from their side nothing can be done. All I will tell them is, I will take care, you keep quiet. Again and again I will tell them only one thing, I will take care, you keep quiet. Now it is time, we will work on the inner science technology. Everybody is ready with paper and pen? Alright. The life, the aim of the whole energy, life happening is to achieve the eternal bliss, Nityananda. You are already Nityananda, you are Nityananda. But there are some engrams again and again makes you feel that you are not Nityananda. The moment you say, I am Nityananda, some thoughts will raise in your mind. Oh, how can you say I am Nityananda? I have knee pain, I have back pain, I suffer with my wife, I am addicted to drinks. How can you say I am Nityananda? Whatever says, whatever tries to prove that you are not Nityananda, write down all those engrams. And one more thing, if you can find the source of the engram, for example, if you have the fear that your boss may fire you, if you see the root of the fear root is your father continuously firing you or your mother firing you. That same fear only you project on your boss, then you will project it on me. That's what most of you are doing. You make me only as your father figure. If you have the fear about your father, you project it on me and suffer, struggle. If you are disturbed, disrespected by your husband, you project that on me and you show your anger on me. Now, all the engrams which disturbs you and the roots of the engrams, if you can find out. If you can't find out, don't bother. If you can find out, start writing the roots also. We are having a straight war with engrams with the help of the master. With the help of the master, when you straight away do a war, simply they run away and disappear and die. If Devatas directly go and fight with Asuras, they will fight and there will be a big war. If the Asuras know the Vishnu is backing the Devatas, whole fellows they will run and disappear into the ocean and hide themselves into the ocean. And dissolve, disappear. Same way, if you directly fight with your engrams, there will be a big fight between you and them. But if the engrams knows that master is with you, supporting you in your fight, all the Rakshasas will disappear and dissolve. So understand, whatever engram, whatever your idea of I am male, I am female, or I am body, even if these things are disturbing you, right? The whole thing, whatever engrams makes you feel that you are not eternal bliss, Nityananda, whatever engrams disturbs you, write all of them. And if you can trace their root, trace it and write. One more thing, if you are writing, in between suddenly you would have written some third problem, like a problem 1, problem 2, problem 3, problem 4. And the roots of the problem 5, 6, 7, something like that. Suddenly you will remember the root of the third problem. You can write down, no problem. You can write down. Bring out the whole thing. We are going to have a straight, direct face-to-face war with the engrams. Of course, when we are ready to face-to-face, they will not have their face, they will just disappear. Darkness can never face-to-face fight with the light. Because the moment light happens, it has to disappear. The moment master happens, engrams has to disappear. When light happens, engram has to disappear. When light happens, engram has to disappear. So be very clear. Engram is nothing but words written on darkness. See, for a photograph to be filmed, for a picture to be filmed, the film should be in darkness. Only then the whole thing will be captured on the film. If the film is directly exposed to the light, what will happen? Whatever is captured will just disappear. Same way, now as of now, all your films is in the dark. Films are inside the darkness. That is why you are capturing so many engrams. I am exposing the whole thing to light, light. Simply it will become pure white, and you will start radiating the same light. Let you write down, will straight away have face-to-face war. Yes, with the engrams. Even if you think something is blissful, in the end you will see only the painful. You start writing painful, then you will end up where you will end up, you will see. Yes.
For those who have done NSP, should we go to we have taken rebirth, should we
Yes, no problem. No problem. Go ahead and do. Nothing wrong. It's a much more deeper process. Even if you have done NSP, don't worry. Bring out, if that is in memory, bring it out. Anything in memory, bring it out, because it is much more deeper and higher technology, which we are going to work now. Be very clear, all your pains, all your problems are related to this only. I am going to straight away attack every engram. Intensely, yes. You just remember and write. You can do one thing, not by memory, you remember and leave the whole incident. Relive the whole incident and pen down. Only then you will write maximum data. Please write maximum possible data. If you remember, one smell was there in that room, there was one chapel, 2-3 clothes hanging, I was seeing this scene. Write everything. Don't miss even a single line. If you can bring more and more data out, go into that same mood, same scene, and write down.
The data is for the roots.
Huh?
The data is for the roots.
Engram and root. Write both. See, engram and root. For both you write the roots. Whatever data you can collect. Actually, roots only will have data. Engram as such will not have directly data. It will be only information. Now you are all working, preparing the route, path for the Ganga to flow in you. You are asking every devatas by doing tapasya, please can you give way, can you give way? There are so many hills inside you which will not allow the Ganga to flow. Now you are requesting all of them to give way for the Ganga to flow. Then the Guru will release the Ganga. Before that, it can't be released. Yes. Everything, whatever you remember, bring them out. As it comes, pen down. Not only which you did, what is done to you also is important. Pen down everything.
Supposing I have some emotion.
That also, please write down. The emotion will be backed up by some incident.